I am actually quite happy. I am.
I thought I smelled fresh blood. The worms will feast tonight. That sword awaited you in the holy mausoleum. Show me its power.
Rout all enemies except the Death Knight. What's your gambit? Chat? Why is the Death Knight here?
And I didn't even enjoy it. If only my research had such results.
Go you.
All right. Yeah, better get to killing then. Yeah, no kidding. Kill him? Yes, got him.
Nice work.
Boom. Gah. Wow, that's the only one we can hit. All right. All right. Ash, I really need you up here. Oh God, like, whoa. Theo Lance, go for it.
You never had a chance.
Okay. Nice. How much are you gonna do? Okay.
Sweet
Kill
dreams.
him. Out of the way. So you're going after her for 13. You're going after her. Oh, really? Oh, really?
It's good to be king.
Didn't you
Got
hear?
him.
I'm dangerous.
All right, so hopefully there's very little attacks this round. I'm still here? Yeah! There's literally been 3 total reinforcements. 4 combats in total in this one match. Huh?
I must stay focused.
This is actually kind of rude. Yeah, not even kidding. This is really rude. I've only got 1 Lowe's left. Damn. Nothing there on that one. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, these bats. Yes, they're like, look, there's a vinegar trap right here. Come get it. Come get it. Right here. Have fun. I'll even turn this off for you. Vinegar trap. Who died? Who's dead? Who's died? No one yet. Yet. Only person who might have died, but we ended up like reversing time with one of our charges. I think it was Happy. So how many units we got left? 5 units. Okay, we can probably do this.
You lost to me?
Okay, that's good. Okay, that'll do it.
Never underestimate an outsider.
We place her here and attack with a fire. Well, that, yes, that'll kill him.
Do you
Okay,
see where you
great.
went wrong?
How about a miasma on him? No, 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 no. Not even the swarm tea. Not even death tea. How rude. Fine. I will send Edelgard after him. Oh wait, never mind. Not Edelgard. How about you? Oh, you'll kill him. Okay, you know what? That's fine.
Out of my way.
Get him, Yuri.
I'll never be satisfied.
$24, $24. Okay. He needs some levels. So I will go ahead and just... Actually, I just need to move Edelgard.
Can't get ahead of myself.
I've indulged too much. I take my leave for now.
What the hell was the death?
What a nuisance.
What the hell was the Death Knight doing out here? By the way, guys, we got it. She's MVP. You know what? I'm not surprised because any one of those characters could have been MVP. As a matter of fact, I would have thought actually Yuri would have been MVP with the entire like swapping around. Wow, she gained level instead of.
My next effort shall compensate.
Only got 2 points.
Boss, that's the last of them.
Good. Finally. Thanks for all the help, everyone.
I ain't going down without a fight. I'm taking you with me, punk.
I will not allow it.
Helfric, you're here. Well, shall we capture this fool?
Okay. Well,
How serendipitous that you have come to our aid.
I am relieved that I wasn't too late. I do hope my presence proved useful.
No doubt about it. We needed the backup.
So you're Alfric?
Professor, I do believe this is the first time our paths have crossed, is it not? Of course, I have heard all about you from
Yeah,
Her Grace,
GG.
the
Got it.
Archbishop. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Elfric. The Church has granted me custodianship of Abyss.
You look after Abyss?
Indeed. And despite my responsibilities, I am but a humble monk. I am sure you have already been told about Abyss's unique situation. For varying reasons, all of the inhabitants here are unable to live a peaceful life on the surface. People like the Dagdans and Almirans, who suffer undue persecution across Fodlan. The poor and the sick, who are forced into Abyss. Not to mention all the other unfortunate souls who ended up here. I believe it is my sacred duty to provide a place for those who have nowhere else to go.
Right. And the poor and sick living in a sunless crypt helps them... how?
Enough, Claude. Please, forgive my friend, Elfric. We would love to hear more.
In all honesty, I understand his concern. I dearly wish I could provide a better life for my flock. But it would appear that Her Grace and most of the Church consider the existence of Abyss to be something of a nuisance.
I can't. A nuisance?
I'm afraid so. Those within the Church who would see Abyss purged are swiftly growing in number.
That's the church for you. They make a big deal out of helping the helpless, when it suits them.
We can't just sit back and accept the way things are. We've got to fight the system. Sure, I'm here to hide from literally countless bounty hunters, but I'm not the only one in need. You're in a bad way too, Happy. We can't just let the church walk all over us.
Too true. For the sake of all who dwell in Abyss, we must help dear Elfric to turn the tide.
I am overwhelmed with gratitude. Your fervent support is all the reward I could ask for. As for you, Professor, I must beg a favor of you.
What's the favor?
The Ashen Wolves are a house in name alone. They are eager students with no teacher to guide them. If you could find it in your heart to take them under your wing, I would be most grateful. Naturally, your official duties take precedence, so you need only help out when your schedule allows.
Wait a minute, Elfric. Where's this nonsense coming from?
I second that question. We have no need of a professor when we have you.
Dear flock, I am a mere guardian. I can protect you, but I cannot enrich your minds. Though I call this gathering an academy house, I have long lamented that it isn't truly so. Now, I am blessed with the opportunity to correct this. The professor who stands before you has garnered a great deal of acclaim on the surface. A most trustworthy and esteemed teacher, to say the least. What's more, I happen to be acquainted with the father of this fine individual.
When did you meet my father?
I met Geralt back when he was a knight. I was born and raised in Garrick Mach, so I often had the opportunity to spend time with him. Your mother as well. She was a cherished friend of mine. I was even present for their wedding. With parents like yours, I have no doubt that you possess the kindness and patience necessary to guide these students.
But
It'll be fine. It's not like we're strangers anymore. Say, Elfric, don't you need to take care of those thieves?
We just got some good information about our mother. About our mother.
Ah, right you are. Please, excuse me. Oh, and one more thing, Professor. If ever you would like to hear more about your parents, I would be delighted to share my memories with you.
Yes, please. I want to know more. Very sus. Yes, very. Very. I want to know.
Cindered Shadows. The Rite of Rising. Ah, Professor, to what do I owe this pleasure?
I want to hear more about my parents.
Ah, yes, of course you do. I will gladly tell you all that I know. Where to begin? If you have something particular in mind, please ask and I shall answer as best I can.
Tell me about my mother.
Kind and wise. I would often see her in the library, her nose always buried in a book.
Hey, Dad. I learned about you and Mom. Gerald. Wait, what? How? Elfric! What was my father like back then?
Gerald was very much then as he is now. His knights would have done just about anything for him. Whenever he had time to spare, he would instruct the children of the monastery in combat and tactics. Just like those wide-eyed youngsters, your mother and I made a hero of him in our minds. When I learned that Gerald and Citri were to be married, I was quite surprised. Back then, Gerald was something of a mentor to me. As for Citri, she found it difficult to express her emotions. It was only when she was gazing at Gerald that I ever saw her smile. A smile that rivaled the very sun.
Oh, our
His
mother's
tales of the
name is
outside world
Citri.
must have seemed like a lifeline for one as frail and guarded as she.
Frail? Well, we did already know she was frail. Well, frail?
Indeed, she lacked the strength to travel beyond the monastery. The only souls she ever spoke with were a select few within the monastery walls. I can picture it now. The stories he told her, his striking words, and his boisterous laugh. Listening to him must have given her a great deal of hope. As for me, I could never have become like Gerald, as much as I wished for it.
You wanted to be like him?
I suppose I did. He would tell stories from a century ago as though he had lived them himself. No matter how fervently one studies the stories of old, that is no easy task. Professor, you traveled with Gerald before coming here. You must have seen a great many things, yes?
Wait a minute. Is our dad ageless? Huh.
Forgive me for overstepping, but do you not regret foregoing your travels to take up residence here?
Play the church round, won't say anything more. That'll be the last run. Now I want to do that run early, but no. That'll be the last run we do. The Archbishop requested my service. I enjoy my work here.
Well then, I suppose I have no choice but to assist you as best I can. To shape young minds must afford you a unique perspective on the world. I am certain my unsolicited advice is nothing but a nuisance, but please, hear me out. It is my hope that you will live a full life, experiencing the world, fostering strong relationships with people. Do so for dear Citri, whose wish to experience such things shall regretfully never be granted.
That's why you asked me to teach the Ashen Wolves?
I cannot deny it. It is my own stubborn notion, one that Her Grace will likely not think kindly of. Beyond my personal motive, I believe that you alone can guide my flock to even greater heights, and perhaps you will learn from them as well. But I have taken enough of your precious time. Know that I am here for you, always.
Yeah, well, Her Grace can stick it. She is a bit of a stick in the mud, really.
Pray tell, Yuri, did those foul bandits whom we bested at the arena confess to anything?
Not a word. and they wouldn't name names. I got the feeling they didn't know much themselves. However, one thing is clear. Whoever hired them is after something here in Abyss.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. They must have been on a treasure hunt or something.
A treasure hunt here? I don't get it. What is there to find in these dingy tunnels?
Elfric, was it? Looks like this is ringing a bell for you.
Well, something does come to mind, but the notion is preposterous at best.
Never discount a wild hunch. Sometimes they're closer to the truth than you'd think.
Any lead will do, so long as it helps determine our next course of action. Please, go on.
As you wish, though again, it is quite far-fetched. You see, there is a long-standing legend here. It is said that deep underground, below even Abyss, is a place called the Chasm of the Bound, wherein lies the Chalice of Beginnings.
Chalice of Beginnings?
I've never heard of it, but chances are it's some kind of sacred artifact belonging to the church.
I once happened upon an old document that mentioned a ritual called the Rite of Rising. The text was incomplete, so I was unable to achieve a full understanding of the topic. I cannot even guarantee the authenticity of what I read. But it stated that the Chalice of Beginnings is a sacred object, crafted by order of Saint Seros herself. Saint Seros apparently used the artifact to carry out the Rite of Rising, along with the 4 apostles.
Who are the 4 apostles?
I vaguely recall reading about the 4 apostles. They were saints, and that's about all anyone knows. Hardly any records of them remain. Few alive even know their names, but these apostles supposedly assisted the 4 saints with their holy work.
It is also believed that Saint Seros attempted to perform a resurrection using the chalice. However, the ritual failed. The 4 apostles bound the chalice, so that it would never fall into a mortal's hands.
The Rite of Rising, huh?
Ah, yes! The Chalice of Legend! My father mentioned it to me a very long time ago. A secret treasure of the church. A chalice, powerful enough to resurrect the dead. Exhilarating, no?
Quite. It is no small wonder that people are after it.
Even so, we still don't have much to go on. We must gather more information about this legend at once.
I wholeheartedly agree. I will do all I can to track down more clues within the monastery. Although Garrick Mach's library is so well curated, I doubt any further records will be found.
Wondrous! We shall do all that we can as well.
A chalice made by Seros for resurrection. Wonder who Seros is and what that was for. I know, right? But anyways, Constance is just a giant bundle of joy. Good, bundle of energy. Good God. Calm down, girl.
Excuse me. I've only had the chance to speak with Elfric briefly, but he seems like a respectable man. It's obvious the whole town has a lot of affection for him.
Anyways.
Kind of reminds me of Lenato in that way.
Hey! I've got a lot of time on my hands down here, so I've been venturing even deeper underground. This place is loaded with winding paths and blocked-off tunnels. It's a real maze.
Is it now?
You folks even know how to operate the gate mechanisms and hidden passages.
Gate mechanisms?
That's what I said. Activate the mechanism and the gate slams shut. Bang! Actually, I'll level with you. Yuri and Constance are much better at scoping out that kind of thing.
At least he was honest.
The Ashen Wolves got their name from the beasts who guard the Blue Sea Star. The Archbishop named the house herself, in fact. In spite of that, it seems she looks unfavorably upon our house of late. This saddens me greatly.
Wow,
heard Elfric came to Yuri's rescue in the attack that happened recently. That's just what you'd expect from someone as kind and strong as he is. I can't believe he's single.
Go for him, girl! That's all I can say to you. Go for him! He might say yes. Anyways.
Had a chance to poke your head in here, Professor? It's a fortune teller's room. Judging by all her mystical-looking doodads, I think she's the real deal, too. I wonder if she does matchmaking. Maybe she can help me sort through my countless suitors.
Rhea, Professor is spending more time in the abyss than here. Probably, yeah, most likely. Unit appearance, huh? Oh, okay. That.
Well, I'll be. Abyss is a sprawling place. Some houses, like mine, are actually quite far from the center of town. What brings me all the way here, then, you ask? I came to see Elfric. Even a glimpse of him is said to bring good luck.
Uh-huh.
I see. Well, well. The Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the next Sovereign Duke. Must be exhausting trying to suss out each other's intentions, huh?
Nah, we get along great. I mean, you kinda have no choice. A petty squabble could start an all-out war. And it doesn't take a fancy title to have a hidden agenda. Isn't that right, Yuri?
Cheeky. And off base. What do you think, friend? Do you think I'm off plotting nefarious deeds?
Yes, I do.
Brutally honest. I love it. Even so, that's a bit much, wouldn't you say? I do what I need to get by. Nothing more than that. As for the others, they've all got their own struggles. But they're nothing if not trustworthy.
Humbling yourself while promoting your friends. Gotta say, I don't hate this side of you.
Seems we're in mutual neutrality of one another. I like that you keep your cards close. We'll get along just fine, you and I.
Okay, well, aren't they just best buds now?
Perhaps.
Pardon the odd question, but something has been bothering me for a while now. Your hair. Was it always that color?
That is an odd question. But yes, if you must know, it was a different color when I was a child. How could you know that? Is it possible that we met before the academy?
Your hair changed color?
It's a long story. Now is not the time or place.
Yes, of course. My apologies.
Same thing happened to her as Lycia?
Hey, you. There was a time when I did much fighting. Then I was captured. Then I escaped. My home is far away now. My mother is waiting for me. But returning is... it is far away. I worry that I will be here until I am very old.
Was a pair of rogues bonding? Yep. Between Claude and Yuri? Yeah.
Professor! Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. The bandit sightings have stopped, for now. I still won't let my guard down, though. What else? Notice how everyone's in high spirits? Know why? I do. It's because Master Elfric is here. He's real special, that one. He saved my life.
Got another one.
And lots of others here, too. He's earned some hero worship.
Just killing one gnat at a time.
4 apostles. God, this is killing me. I'm on the verge of remembering something. I can't shake the feeling that one of their names is also a food or something.
The record should be here some. Oh, hello, Professor. It's good that you've come. I realized that I missed an opportunity to congratulate myself on my military achievements. But now that you're here, I have an audience for it. Indulge me, won't you? Oh, behold, the proof that the utmost honor in combat belongs to none other than I, Constance von Nouvelle. What a relief to get that off my chest. Now, where did Alfred get to? I must have words with him.
Bundle of energy. Now you remember why you don't like her. Bundle of energy, very self-confident and a high self-esteem. Waifu? No, I'm joking. No.